Pew! Hey guys, how's it going? Elliot here again, and in today's video we are going to be checking out this fake NES Classic Mini Edition, whatever the name was. This was sent to me by GearBest. Thank you very much, GearBest. I've spoken about GearBest before. It basically just means that I can continue to make videos without having to be broke. Check out GearBest. I'll leave the link for this in the description. I don't believe it was very much at all. In fact, if I remember, it was under $20, and these things are actually really decent. I've done videos before on like multi-carts and kind of fake consoles. And what I've always said is, if you want something for your mates or just for you to kind of to use on like a daily basis as like a daily driver, but not something that's super expensive, but still something you can have fun out of, then these are just absolutely excellent. I've done a video on a Mega Drive one as well. The Mega Drive one was absolutely fantastic. I really have nothing bad to say about these things at all, other than, you know, potentially the piracy and clone issues. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is having a little look about what's inside this thing. I'm not necessarily going to be doing any gameplay in today's video. The reason why is I actually want to use this for a little bit of a project. What I would like to do is take a Nintendo Entertainment System actual NES cartridge, put this and a screen and the controller inside that. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is kind of lining everything up, having a look at this console of course as well. I'm not actually going to try and destroy anything. Everything I'm going to try and do is going to be undoable. But at the same time, this was only cheap and it was sent to me for free, so I would like to definitely make the most out of it and make a couple of videos on it. So in terms of an actual home console, if you wanted to buy this, I would 100% recommend it. And I'm not just saying that because this video is being sponsored by GearBest. It's genuinely something that I think is good. You know, you guys know that I like my clones and stuff, and most of the time, like the Mega Duck, for example, they're not very good, but this is something that's actually decent. In terms of the games as well, there is a wealth of games on the back. I think there's actually probably 620 games in here. As we've seen before, a lot of them are usually kind of different levels, just skipped, so you can get maybe 10 games out of just the one game. Inside the box, it's quite boring, I guess you could say. There's not really much going on. You've just got the NES console itself here, or I shouldn't say NES. It's just the fake console. And in America, people kick off at me for saying NES because they say NES, but we've always said NES in the UK. So that's it there. Obviously, it looks a hell of a lot like the Nintendo Entertainment System. It looks really good, if I'm honest with you. A lot of people have been using stuff like this for RetroPies. Because they're just, obviously they're so cheap and they're so nice looking. The next thing, of course, inside the box is the two controllers. There are actually two in here, which is really good, and the cables are very long. Me and my friend played this, and we were able to sit back on the sofa and play it from the TV. So it's quite decent. The manual is very simple. It just kind of tells you briefly what's actually going on here, and yeah, I mean the TV red and white game is HD. It's not exactly the best English in the world. Never allow children play it alone, for it comes to the power using. Please turn off the machine and operate it after cooling it when there is something wrong with the running machine, like system halted. But yeah, we're just going to ignore that. It also comes with a US power adapter, but I just plugged this thing into my TV using a micro USB cable, and that worked absolutely fine. You can have like a USB port on your TV, which is what mine had. Just plugs into the micro USB. The output is one of those mini kind of audio jack things, but obviously it's not an audio jack. It's just like a little similar thing, but you can't like plug headphones in or anything. And then that just has your AV out at the back. So that's pretty much it for the actual console. What I'd like to do now is open it all up and see what's inside. So I'm imagining for this we're probably going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, but what I'm actually going to do is get a nice thin flat head, and we'll use that to pry these little things open. I really would like to do this mod. It seems like something that that would be really simple to do, and relatively inexpensive, and just a cool little kind of home mod. A lot of people enjoyed my last video where I made the console, and also for some reason people kicked off saying I thought he actually made his own console. I mean, I did. I built my own console. It's not like, I guess it was a pre-made kit, but at the same time I still built it. I still made it. So I don't know why people kicked off of that. It's going to be pretty sacrilege actually ruining a NES cart. I'm not too sure how I'm going to manage this yet. And would you look at that, it's a nice, tiny, small little board. Here's the actual board itself. We're going to take it apart a little bit more as well and just see what's inside. Obviously for this mod I'm going to be using a car reversal screen. Those things are about £10 I think. In terms of like powering this thing, I'm not sure how that's going to work just yet. I might just buy like a cheap rechargeable battery pack, and then just obviously it's USB, so I can just plug that pretty much in. Look how small this thing is. Absolutely perfect. That is going to be such a perfect little mod. I'm not actually sure what the chips are on this board. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. You guys are pretty good at doing this. They've seemed to have joined this little chip together. I'm not really sure why they would do that. But then the other one is a big black blob. There's the output jack. This will be where I'll solder the replacement screen onto. The micro USB, probably what I'm going to do is just strip a USB cable, make it really, really short, just get an external battery pack, and then usually on the back of the battery pack there's another micro USB port, so I'll just extend that out to the edge of the casing, and then you'll be able to recharge this thing, and all will be well in the world. Seems to be like a signature or something at the bottom there, which is quite interesting. And then here is the mechanism to power on and reset the console, as well as an LED light. I'm sure I'll probably be able to reuse that somehow. And then here is the two controller ports. Now these definitely seem thin enough to actually fit into a NES cartridge, so I'm going to go and check that out right now. Alright, so here is a NES cart. Granted, it is a fake multi-cart, but just to kind of gauge an idea for the size of this thing, I definitely reckon I'm not going to have any trouble fitting these in. I'm not sure where they're going to go, because obviously there's a seam kind of going down the side. I am going to have to take one of these off because there's going to need to be a controller to fit inside. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you guys are keen for me to do this. I reckon I'm going to be able to do it with no problems at all, and then I'll probably get like a nice cool label printed off or something like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Obviously, a big thank you to GearBest for sending this out to me. We're going to be using this board in quite a few different videos because they're just so convenient. This is literally it. And then I'm sure what we'll probably do is find a use for this as well, potentially even a Raspberry Pi inside of it, which is something that you guys have wanted me to venture into, but I just haven't done it yet. Because there's just so many things to make videos on. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys are excited to see what I'm going to do with this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.